and welcome back for another video with your Cash Flow Apprentice. My name is Jaleesa, and I am excited to share some information with you regarding the class we're covering today, which is self-directed IRAs. Now, before we get started, as always, I love to be able to recap some of the previous classes that we've already covered so you can better understand where we're heading today. It's time for the study group recap. Right now we are smack dab in the middle of our fall study group session, and we've already covered 5 classes. That includes real estate essentials, real estate marketing, credit management, and 2 full days of tax and legal strategies. And so in real estate essentials, this class was designed to be our intro one-on-one class to real estate investing in the real estate market. This class helped us understand how to build a real estate business and confidently find deals, analyze them, and send out offers on deals that we'd like to move forward on. Then we took it over to the second class, which was real estate marketing. This class is all about how to get people finding you and letting them know what products, what services that you offer as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a real estate investor. In this class, we got a chance to explore 15, 16 different platforms where we can leverage to use and get our message out there and let people know what we have to offer the world. From there, we went over to our third class, which is credit management. And this class was helping us understand how to manage our financial reputation, right? Our ability to be able to repay in the world. And so in business, we're utilizing our credit, we're paying it off. We're utilizing our credit, paying it off. It kind of goes like this, right? But that can be scary for some people out there. And so this class is designed to help you understand how to get control of your credit profile and be able to manage it for the future. And then we went right into tax and legal, and this was 2 full days of training where we understood the framework of those individuals who successfully leverage business and real estate holdings while leveraging tax and legal strategies. These 2 days, we further expanded into understanding how to leverage wealth vehicles. This was our introduction. And so we introduced wealth vehicles in the health sector, in the retirement sector, so we can now actually build our own benefits as business owners, as entrepreneurs, right? We no longer need a corporate job to supply these benefits for us anymore. And so this class helped us understand how we can now start building our own retirement plans, taking care of our health costs, and then also preserving our wealth long term, protecting our privacy that we definitely deserve, and also how we're able to increase and enhance the legacy of our efforts that we are creating. And so let's go ahead and jump right into self-directed IRA and get going. All right, week 11 and week 12 are done. Wow, we're already 3 months in. We have so many exciting things that are happening in our study groups right now. But let me go ahead and introduce our instructor for the self-directed IRA class, and that's none other than Matt Swanson. Matt Swanson, he's an attorney, he's a podcast show host, he's a radio show host, he's a YouTube star. Are we starting to see some similarities here? He's also the partner and best friend of our tax and legal instructor, Mark Kohler. Now, Matt Swanson, what gives him his juice is that he's the #1 top authority, period, in the self-directed IRA space. He's written the #1 best-selling book, handbook rather, for self-directed IRAs. So needless to say, he is a student of creating and leveraging wealth-building vehicles, and I'm excited to be able to learn from him. All right, so let's talk about some learning objectives. In this class, there were 5 different learning objectives that we tackled in an 8-hour class. Number 1, how does self-directed retirement planning work? Number 2, which plans can I self-direct and how do I stay compliant within the law? Number 3, how to create successful self-directed blueprints. Number 4, what advanced strategies are available to supercharge retirement dollars? And number 5, what steps to take during the due diligence process? Let's talk about some apprentice study tips. Now, I call this the trio. 3 different segments of your notes, simply because Matt does an awesome job as far as covering retirement planning at any level across all spectrums. And so within my notes, I realized that I was taking notes for what I can implement right now. okay? How can I put this information to use right now? And then there was a second segment of my future self, of what I wanted to put in play in the future, of once I get to X level, right? Or where I'm looking to go as far as leveraging retirement vehicles. And then there was a third segment that I was taking notes for, and that was for my ideal client. For individuals who may have an interest in leveraging self-directed retirement planning, how they could benefit from this information most. If I had to summarize self-directed IRA in just a few sentences, I would actually nickname this class Tax and Legal Part 3, because we had a chance to dive in and understanding how to establish, how to operate, and how to preserve retirement vehicles, and also learning how to grow and protect our wealth long term. Study group mastermind takeaways. Now, study groups are really my favorite time of the week on Thursdays, because I get a chance to connect with my favorite real estate investors in my local area and be able to connect and learn with them, talk about some ideas, some different plans that we're looking to put in play, and then also get together to increase our earnings as we take our businesses to the next level. And so the 3 topics that we pulled out of this 8-hour class to really drill in and focus in on was understanding how to structure self-directed retirement plans, understanding what are the prohibited transactions for leveraging self-directed plans, and then also focusing in on the due diligence process. Number 1, structuring self-directed retirement plans. Now, Matt opens up the class with 3 basic ways to leverage self-directed retirement plans. Then we went further into exploring what retirement plan products that we can self-direct, what opportunities are available for us. And then we further went into exploring the blueprints that he laid out for business owners, for entrepreneurs, for real estate investors alike. And then we had a great discussion as far as where we are now, right? What are opportunities that you'd like to take advantage of and how you're going to structure that. It was an incredible opportunity for us to really be able to self-reflect and figure out where we're looking to go and how we can take these wealth vehicles to an entirely different level. Number 2, prohibited transactions. What aren't we supposed to do? And so Matt spent a lot of time as far as helping us understand what not to do, okay? Within self-directed retirement planning, it offers and yields incredible rewards for you to be able to utilize it. But if you aren't abiding by the rules and regulations for self-directed plans, you could be exposed to penalties and other severe consequences down the road. And so we definitely wanted to make sure everyone that is leveraging this information understood what not to do in this particular situation. And so we looked at what we can't invest in utilizing our self-directed retirement plans, who we can't transact with, or who our IRA can't do business with within this space. And then we also talked about what are some operating limitations that we have. Now, Matt does a great job as far as helping us understand the difference between self-directed IRAs and self-directed 401ks. One of the operating limitations between those 2 plans is that you have a third-party custodian in between you and your self-directed IRA. But you don't have a third-party custodian between you and your self-directed 401k. And so you have a little bit more paperwork to do, a lot more responsibility on the other end, but ultimately both yield great benefits. And so understanding which one makes sense for you to move forward with is what we got to the bottom of during study groups. And then number 3 would be due diligence. This helped us understand how to protect our self-directed plan, how to stay away from fraud, how to stay within the guidelines and limitations that are set, and then also understanding how to protect the IRA, ourselves personally as business owners, as investors, as entrepreneurs, and then also how to protect those that our IRA may be transacting with as well. All right, it's time for the Epiphany Symphony. I get excited about learning, and I hope you do too. I wanted to share my biggest aha moments when taking this 8-hour class with Matt Swanson for self-directed IRAs. The first is that he helps us understand why everyone needs to know about self-directed planning. And so I wanted to share some of those tips with you, and here they are. Why should every real estate investor know about self-directed IRAs and self-directed retirement plans? Well, number one, it's how you can invest your own money into assets that you know, okay? He always says to invest in what you know. I know so many people that have retirement plans that are investing in stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and they have no idea what companies they're investing in, who the leadership is, where the company is going in the next couple years, right? But you do know about living in a house, right? You do know about real estate, and so invest in what you know. Number two, tax-deferred or tax-free growth, or federal and state taxes. And so he helps us understand how we're able to escape some of the tax regulations and be able to grow our wealth outside of the tax system, or tax-free, if you will. And then also, because self-directed retirement planning does involve taxes at some level, understanding how that can impact your deal or your transaction, and ultimately how you can include that fee, if it makes sense, into the overall deal play, so you can maximize the benefits for your retirement plan. Number three, the largest concentration of investable cash for Americans is their retirement plan. A person with investable cash is more likely to have more money in their retirement account than in their personal savings or investment accounts. How can you work with these in cash investors? And so Matt opens up the class saying that there is over $25 trillion in retirement plans, and that number is constantly growing. And so this is the largest sum of cash in one place in America. And so how we're able to utilize that as business owners, as real estate investors, and be able to enhance and grow our business. And the last one here is the 1 million plus Roth IRA or Roth 401k. And so when you're making money, every time you earn money, you're actually paying money on taxes, right? Unless you're in a tax-free vehicle, which you can leverage that. And so that's what self-directed retirement planning allows us to do, is to be able to navigate how we're going to earn our wealth and be able to minimize our tax responsibilities in the situation. All right, and it's a wrap. This is my wealth real estate action plan. Now that I know better, how am I going to do better? Now that I've taken an 8-hour course on advanced wealth building strategies, how am I now going to implement that into my life, into my business, into my family, right? And so this segment, given where I am in my business, here are my two biggest takeaways that I wanted to make sure to implement from taking this class. The first is being able to maximize my personal contributions towards my retirement plans. Matt helps us understand that currently within the year is 2017 right now, that I can contribute personally $5,500 to a self-directed IRA plan, and then I can contribute up to $54,000 in a self-directed 401k plan. So that gives me an opportunity to make sure that my retirement plan is growing at a steady rate from my personal contribution. My second takeaway is figuring out now how I can increase my rental income and increase my interest income that's within my retirement plan. And so not only growing my retirement plan from a personal contribution standpoint, but now how can I grow it tax-free within these retirement plan vehicles, leveraging some investment planning through rental properties and interest income. And so I just want to thank you all for joining us and taking time out to check out the video. If you've had received some value from this video, please like, share, comment, subscribe, whatever you need to do to stay plugged in. And I can't wait to see you on the next video. Take care.